Yeah, definitely. It's hard to tell just because we haven't had them in our room, but since I've been here, the upper weights have been an area where we've been really trying to add depth, but at times there just isn't a lot of options available in the recruiting world. This year was totally the opposite. The strength of our recruiting class lies in these four kids that we got in the upper weights with Troy Murtha. He'll probably be 74. Then we got Brett Harner, 74, 84. Ray O'Donnell will definitely be 97. And then Jake Moore at heavyweight. All of them reached the finals of their respective tournaments, so they're the best in their age group across the country. Ray and Brett being ranked in the top 50 makes them some of the top recruits out of any weight class. So it's extremely excited to bring that talent into the room. And we knew we needed depth there, but at the beginning of this recruiting cycle, we didn't know exactly that we'd have the talent too. So it's outstanding to just add depth there with the talent of those guys. Now, we also have some guys coming back that Gibbons, with a year of experience, got through his freshman year, had the most wins on the team. Impressive. I think Dan Santoro made a huge jump mid-season at the F&M tournament. I think also Ryan Callahan obviously made a huge jump, upsetting the third seed at the EIWAs. And then Cole also started to come along at the end. So it's interesting to see those upper weights seem to start becoming strengths for us. And I think that's what's going to happen. Our guys that are starters are going to be challenged by these freshmen. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in those upper weights. But I think we can look to the future as that being a strong area in our weight class, in our lineup. Again, Keiko, he could be 65, but he's like 6'2". He's really long, lean. So we just can't predict. But he hasn't grown that much weight-wise either. He's a state champ from Maryland. Didn't win it this last year, but placed very high. But won it the year prior. He should be very good and competitive in those weight classes. 49 through 65 right now is sort of the up in the air weights for us. We don't exactly know who's going to shine through. Brandon Rolnick and Kyle Roddy and Seth Hazelton were kind of banging it out at 57, and really wasn't clear who the starter was until the end of the year. So I suspect, unless someone has an amazing summer, that weight's still going to be up in the air in the fall. 65, I really think Judd did a good job for a true freshman. I feel like he consistently got better. And what I'm seeing in the spring with Judd is he's really committed. He might work out more than anybody else on our team. So 65 is interesting. If Judd kind of keeps on the track he's on, he should be the front runner for that weight, and I actually think he could be pretty good in the conference also. So 49 to 65 is sort of a little bit of a mystery right now. We don't know who's going to emerge. Yeah, Trey and Jordan, it's hard to tell. Trey, I think, will definitely be 25, at least for next year. And then Jordan's kind of on that border a little bit if he's going to be 25 or 33. The good thing is we need depth, especially at 33 right now. I don't see there being too much depth, but those guys should challenge right away. Trey's a 3-time finalist in one of the tougher states in the country in New York. And then also Jordan wrestled for Montini, which is one of the best teams in the country, who travels all over the country, and he's done well. I'm interested in Jordan coming onto the team because he wrestled for such a successful program. It's like you kind of get a guy from Blair sometimes. It kind of raises the level, the expectation of the team when they're sort of used to being the top dog as a team. So I'm kind of interested to see how Jordan does with that. In relation to the guys coming back, those are the best guys on the team, accolade-wise, with Garrett Fry, who hopefully will be the first 4-time NCAA qualifier from Princeton. Then we got Chris Perez, who had an outstanding freshman year until he got hurt. And then, of course, you have Adam Kropp, who proved that he's one of the best guys in the country. Incidentally, I think he beat 4 of the All-Americans that placed this year at 41 in his sophomore year campaign. So he's right there, ready to place, and he's having a great off-season right now, so we'll see what happens. But that's going to be the strength of our lineup, and it's always great to start off with 3 or 4 really good guys. Yeah, I think the best thing to point to is this is the first time we've had a full staff. Adding Joe Dubuque, raising $1 million to endow his position. I think this recruiting effort is a direct result of having one more guy in our system. And so you could see that it's not that things came easier, but more kids were interested. And we're seeing that in this recruiting class for juniors too. So yeah, we're getting the top level guys. I'm excited for the next phase of this program. I feel like up until this point we've been just setting the foundation, and now it's set. Now we can see how good we can become, and I think this recruiting class kind of shows how good we can become, because they're a good group of kids.